Hello and welcome back to Share Essence Lifestyle. So today I am at the favorite part of my house, which is our home garden. So I've been doing some harvesting and cleanup. So look at, I got some peppers and I'm cleaning out some of the cucumbers. But take a look at what we've had. So some cucumbers, I got some of those peppers and some bell peppers. I still have some tomatoes, more of it inside. But come with me, today is so much work to do in the garden. See, the cucumbers are almost done, so I'll be cleaning up the spot so I can be transplanting some of our veggies that we started. Remember some of the veggies we started? We have the lettuce in here, they're ready to be transplanted, so I'll be making spots for this today. Equally have some of these that we started from seeds that we planted in the dirt, and I will be transplanting them today. Greens too that we started, I will be transplanting them today. Then you can see this bed. So I'm about to harvest all of these huckleberries, and I am going to uproot everything, clean up the bed, so that way I can start transplanting our fall veggies and be ready for the fall weather. You see the tomatoes, they also getting ready to be out. I'm just waiting for the few that are left to get ripe, and then we can transplant some more plants into all these beds. So the plan is I intend, or we grow more leafy greens over the fall. So more leafy greens, so we can store some in our freezer. We already have, I think we have almost enough for the winter month in our freezer that we've been preserving. But then we can have enough to give out to our friends and family. So that is the purpose of this fall gardening, so we can have to give out to friends and families. But hey, there's nothing like that. Look at, you know what kind of pepper this is? This is Carolina Reaper. This is the hottest pepper on earth, and today I found one ripe one. Look at, and we have like a lot of fruit on the pepper. Look at that. So I'm hoping we can harvest them before the cold comes again. So I will be cleaning this bed as well. I'm going to harvest all the huckleberries, and also I have some more tomatoes here that I'll be harvesting. So now I'm done harvesting the huckleberry. So next I'll be harvesting the collard greens. Look at, I have a lot of collard. So I think they're done for the season. I'll be harvesting them and uprooting them. I'm done harvesting the collards, so now I'll be harvesting the turnip greens and some of our Cameroonian bitter leaf. So I'll harvest all that so I can prep it and freeze it. I'll be harvesting some of the spinach and water leaves that I have. I will use this to make our Cameroonian arrow. See all the spinach I harvested. Now I'll be harvesting the water leaves. Now that I've harvested everything I want out of this bed, I'm just going to clean it up and then transplant what I need to transplant in here. So the clean out from the garden, you can see I dump it in this big pot, and it's going to be used. This is going to be composted and used as manure again in the garden, so nothing goes to waste. So everything is going to go in here, and then I'm going to leave it for a few days so it dries out and it's going to shrink and go down. Then I can add soil and start planting more stuff on top of it, and that would just be our natural fertilizer. So this is it. You see, I've taken out everything that is not supposed to be here. I left only the water leaves. So I'm just going to mix the soil. So this is how I'm going to mix the soil. I'm using this, and I'm just going to mix it so that the soil is ready for me to plant. And again, I don't put anything in the soil. It's pretty, you can see the soil looks very rich and fertile from all our composted plants and things from the home. So I'm just going to keep mixing and loosening the soil so that I can plant in it. So this part of the garden, I'm not going to mix anything. You can see I have some items coming out. See, this is water leaves, you see that? And then these, you can see this is like seeds of, I'm not sure if this was spinach or collards, but you can see it's beginning to come out. So I'm going to let them germinate, and I'm going to be transplanting them once they are fully germinated. Okay, so into that bed that we have just fixed and clean, I'll be transplanting some of these greens to them, and I'll also be transplanting this lettuce as well. You can see they look beautiful and healthy. They're really big. Because these are really small, I'll be using these to dig them up. So I just put it underneath and I lift, and you see it comes right out. And then I'm just going to transplant them where I prep. But that is pretty easy, just like that. I'm just going to be digging them up slowly and taking them out to transplant them. Once you transplant it, trust me, once they are in a big space, they have more room to grow. It grows in no time. I mean no time. They just grow in no time. You can see I have everything out, and this is the part that I'll be transplanting. So I'm going to put in new seeds in these so that I'll keep transplanting too. So this is the salad mix. I'm going to be transplanting this as well. So now that I have everything planted, I'm just going to water it really well, like you see me watering. Next, I'll be using this netting to cover it, especially because I have turnip greens in there, and the bugs, they just seem to love turnip greens. So I cover it, especially when they're young, and it helps because we don't spray insecticides or pesticides, so we just use natural means to protect the plants. And with the netting, you need this clip to hold them down. If not, the wind is going to take them away. And I also have these poles that I put in here, and I put this, I think, in March or April when I started, and this is now August, and they've held up really well, the poles. I got everything from Amazon. I'm going to link the link. I'll drop the link in the comments or description below. If you want it, you can check it out. That is it. And if you buy it, I get a small compensation from Amazon. I now have the netting in place, and I love this netting. This is what I used, and for the first time this year we're able to harvest cabbage. You saw how much cabbage we harvested. It was because of this netting, because last year I planted cabbage, and the bugs got to the cabbage and they were huge. When I cut through it, it was like water inside because bugs were inside. But this netting really played a great role in our harvesting this season, and I think it's something that I'm going to keep using and keep buying. We bought a couple of them. Some we had to cut to size to fit our bed, but they were pretty much very affordable, and I love it. As you can see, water through it. You don't have to take it out to water your plants, so I just leave it and I keep watering. Since it's vegetables, when they grow maybe to the height of the netting, then I take out the netting. But when it was cabbage, I didn't take out the netting until the day that I harvested the cabbages. But with the vegetables, as soon as they grow really tall, I'm going to take out the netting, because by then they're out of like the bulk eating phase. So hanging out in the garden with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this pepper plant. Just take a look at it. See how huge the pepper plant is. Please don't hesitate to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you. Have a wonderful and a blessed weekend. Bye bye.